What's going on, YouTube family? Jared Bryce back here with another video on the Jared and James channel. And if you guys didn't know that, it must mean you're not subscribed. So you know what to do, smash that subscribe button right now. Click the like button at the end of the video. Make sure to watch all my content. I post regularly to all my social media platforms. So, for today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I'm starting to grow and produce my own food, and why this is such an important skill to have, especially in this day and age. You're not going to want to miss it. We're in the kitchen, baby! So, for today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my own bone broth, as well as double ferment my own kefir, and how I make this delicious food and why this is so important to do. So, starting off with some background. So why is it such a great skill to have to be able to produce your own food? One, it's super empowering to be able to provide yourself with nourishment, as well as maybe others in your family with nourishment, because this way you're becoming more self-dependent. You're not relying on anyone else to give this food to you, and you also know every ingredient that's going into your food, and by playing a role in the process, in the whole process of getting the food and actually essentially getting it from farm to table is super rewarding. So you know this, you understand how important the nutritional quality of every ingredient is. So you're in charge of everything that's going into you. This is very self-empowering. Moreover, in the case of anything crazy that happens with the supply chains and whatnot, you can always be prepared, because as the famous quote goes, stay ready so you never have to get ready. And also, this has actually become a super important part of my whole healing process, is actually getting in touch with everything that goes into my body, understanding how each food and every component makes me feel. And by having a role in making all this food essentially from scratch that goes into my body, I'm actually playing a pivotal role in my whole healing process. And I'm also getting in touch with the nature behind my nourishment, the spiritual energy behind my healing. So we're gonna start by showing you how to make bone broth. Let's get to it now. So, when I first started my whole gut healing process, I was only able to really tolerate meat stock. I would let it simmer for 2 to 3 hours. But as my gut and as my body continues to heal, I've been able to handle more and more. So now I'm actually able to handle full-on bone broth. I could let this simmer for 24 hours and feel totally good after eating it. I typically drink my bone broth every morning. And as you guys have seen in the past, I also typically throw some other very healthy ingredients in there too. Alright, so now let's get to the process of actually making this. So, although I've been talking a lot about doing everything from scratch and becoming totally self-reliant, it's not in this day and age, unless you're living on a farm, it's gonna be super hard to get every ingredient totally from scratch, unless you have animals, unless you have cows, all that stuff. So anyways, a lot of these ingredients from today are gonna be coming from Miller's Bio Farm, which is super healthy, super high quality food. So I know I can trust them with everything that's going into my body. So we're gonna start with, and also getting back to what I was saying before, another huge benefit of this is understanding that you heal you, as Tommy John says. So in order for you to heal yourself, you also have to play a role in the healing process. And part of that process is actually knowing everything that goes into your body. So let's get started. So we're gonna put some bones in there. I usually estimate around 2 to 4 pounds, somewhere in that range, in my broth. So, some nice big bones here. Big beef bones. Put one more little one in there. So bone broth has tons of vitamins and minerals, plus you're also getting collagen, You're getting tons of healthy amino acids, so you're gonna help build those strong bones, build strong muscles, and repair the gut lining, as well as many other benefits. This back to the freezer. So next what we're gonna do, we're gonna fill this pot up with water. So now that our bones are covered in water, now we're gonna boil the water, then we're gonna skim the foam off the top, scummy foam. So like technically, I actually learned this recently, you don't actually have to like skim the foam off the top, but like it helps like the broth to look better when you get rid of it. And also like the scummy foam like may have like weird taste. I don't know, like my mom typically likes like when I skim that stuff off the top. So we're gonna let that boil and then we'll skim that off the top. So like something else like I also want to mention. So like I'm getting into like the whole like healing process that I've been following like with like Vitagenics and my naturopath Victor Cazzetto. So like a large part of like his like hidden agenda like when it comes like, to helping his clients heal is actually immersing yourself fully into your own healing process, like and like truly understanding what's best for your body, making your own food. So like a lot of times like he won't like give you like, the answers like fully right away because like he wants you like, to figure them out like for yourself. Like so like for instance like he doesn't know how long bone broth is gonna sit well with you. So like it's up to you like to figure that out. So like coming into like my whole like healing process, like I actually didn't realize like I was gonna be making my own food. I didn't realize like all this stuff. But like now that like I am doing it, like I realize like how empowering it is, like and also like how rewarding it is, like to be able like to know that like you made this and now you can reap the benefits from what you've sown. So next, while we're waiting for the bones to boil and for us to skim the foam off the top, we're gonna get our vegetables ready. We're gonna get the salt ready. So let's make it happen. So there's plenty of different vegetables that you guys could use in your broths, but like I'm gonna use carrots and celery, and then I'm gonna add some apple cider vinegar to that also. So like these have already been pre-washed, I believe, so I'm just gonna break them up just to make it easier, keep it simple. I don't usually count like how many of these like I use, like I just like estimate like whatever looks good to me. And guys, also keep in mind, like all throughout high school, like I actually never cooked my own food. So like, if I could do it now, I think anyone could do it. So like, it just takes having the time and putting in the effort, just like with anything else. And next thing I want to learn how to do is like, I actually want to learn how to grow my own vegetables. So maybe I'll be making a video on that in the future. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys have ever made any of your own foods from scratch. Let me know. So as you guys can see, that's the scummy foam I was talking about. So it took some time for it to come up, and now we're gonna get rid of it. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna empty out that water, we're gonna clean out the pot, and then we're gonna add the vegetables, and then we're gonna get cooking. So now we're gonna rinse off the bones. So now we're going to add the bones back in, we're going to put the vegetables in, add some apple cider vinegar to draw out some extra collagen. Some of you guys might not be ready for this step yet, but like as I said before, like, I've been working up to this point. Also, I'd just like to give a more complete description of the benefits of bone broth. It's rich in gelatin, collagen, amino acids such as glycine and protein. It contains B vitamins like niacin and riboflavin. It's rich in glucosamine and chondroitin, 2 nutrients that help support joint health. And it contains trace amounts of minerals. So next we're going to add 2 teaspoons of Celtic sea salt to the broth. Now we're gonna add about a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And finally, last but not least, we're gonna bring the water to a boil, and then we're gonna let it sit at a low simmer for around 24 hours. But like, I'm probably gonna turn it off overnight, and then I'll probably start it up again tomorrow. And then I will show you guys the final product when it's ready. Oh, and also like while it's simmering, we're gonna cover it. So yeah, so there you have it. That's how you make homemade bone broth. So hope you guys try it out for yourself. Let me know what you think. Let me know how it comes out. And I'll show you guys the final product when it's ready. And as far as the broth goes, that is gonna be ready in a few hours probably. We had to start it up again this morning. Like, it's looking pretty good to me. So I'll show you guys when that's done. Anyways, if you guys like this type of video, if you guys learned something, if you guys are gonna try this out, let me know in the comments down below. And guys, what do you know? It's time for the bone broth to be done. So let's take a look at it. Looking very good if you ask me. It tastes better than it looks probably though. But like, it's gonna be nice and gelatinous, nice and nutritious. We're gonna put that away in, conveniently enough, we have the jars from Miller's Farm. It's come in handy. So anyways, we're gonna wrap it up here, call it a video. So I showed you guys how to make bone broth. Homemade. Obviously, not totally from scratch because I don't have a farm, but like pretty much from scratch. You guys can be the judge of that. Anyways, we're gonna call the video there. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, drop a like, tell me what you think of this content, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace!